Have you been thinking about moving to Washington State but have been on the fence because you don't know if you could handle all the rain? Then keep watching because in this video we will debunk the myth that it always rains in Washington, and we're going to let you in on which towns have the best weather.
Somehow Washington got a really bad reputation for weather. People have this common perception that it rains all the time in Washington, but Seattle actually ranks 44th among major US cities, getting less rainfall annually than Boston, New York, Houston, and Miami. So one thing I noticed about people that live in Seattle is when it's raining, you don't see a lot of umbrellas, right?
Right.
Yeah.
No one uses umbrellas in Washington, and it's just such a slight drizzle that people will just put on their North Face, put their hood on, and then run from the car to wherever their destination is. But it's such a common thing that people in Washington just don't use umbrellas.
And I feel like we're always in a rush anyway, so to take the extra time to just grab an umbrella, it's like, who wants to deal with that, right?
Yeah, I have umbrellas that I keep in the back of the truck, and rarely have I, probably twice in the past 5 years I've had it in my car that have I ever even used them. So which towns in Washington have the best weather, you ask? Well, we've learned through making videos like this, it's not everyone's idea of best are the same. So to answer your question, we'll go through and rate these towns by the driest, sunniest, hottest, and mildest. Stay to the end where we'll tell you which city has the best weather based on what we like.
Number 1, warmest place in Washington State is the Tri-Cities and surrounding cities. Located in eastern Washington are the 3 cities, Kennewick, Pasco, and Richland. It's in the rain shadow of the Cascades, which means the Tri-Cities experiences hot summers, warm springs, and cold winters with occasional gusting winds. Instead of constant drizzle and overcast skies, this area experiences a long summer season with an often advertised 300 days of sunshine a year. The Tri-Cities only get 7 to 8 inches of rain per year compared to Seattle at 38 inches per year with an average snowfall of 9 inches. The August average is 89 degrees with a low of 59, and in December and January, average daytime temperatures are 40 degrees with an average low of 27.
Number 2, the sunniest place in Washington, Sequim. We could have given this one to the Tri-Cities as well, but if you're looking for the sunniest place in Western Washington, it's definitely Sequim. It even has a nickname of Sunny Sequim. Located along the Dungeness River near the base of the Olympic Mountains, the city experiences what is called the rain shadow effect, which is caused by the Olympic Mountains sheltering the valley from the rain. Rain averages 23 inches of rain a year, and snow averages 2 inches of snow a year. The July high is around 73 degrees with a low of 51, and January average daytime temperature is 44 degrees with a low of 32. By the way, if you're liking this video, help us out by giving us a thumbs up and subscribing so you don't miss out on future videos.
Number 3, driest place in Washington, Port Townsend. Located 2 hours from the Seattle metro area on Washington's Olympic Peninsula, Port Townsend ranks right up there with Sequim and is among the driest places in western Washington. Although Port Townsend doesn't get the consistent year-round rainfall you'll find in Seattle, you could get rained on at any time of year, so be prepared, just in case. It's still Washington and it's on the water, so bring an umbrella, a jacket, and be prepared for just about anything. Rain averages 23 inches per year and the snow average is about 2 inches per year. The July and August high is around 73 degrees with a low of 53. December and January daytime averages is 46 degrees with a low of 38.
Number 4, the mildest weather in Washington, Friday Harbor. Friday Harbor is already the top tourist town in the San Juan Islands, but most people aren't aware that statistically, it is also some of the best weather in the Pacific Northwest. It stays somewhat consistent, staying mild throughout the year. While the area certainly sees some cold winter days and a few hot summer days, the majority of the time, the temperature is just right if you don't like being too hot or too cold. Rain averages 27 inches and snow averages about 4 inches per year. The July and August high is about 72 degrees with a low of 51, and the December daytime average of 45 degrees with a low of 36.
One thing I love about Washington is that no matter what town you're in, the summers are beautiful and it rarely rains at all. So last year and even this summer, we had some major heat waves in the Seattle area, right? And it was insane the amount of people that came to Ocean Shores where we live on the coast to get away from the heat, right?
I think it got up to 120 something in Seattle, and in Ocean Shores it actually did get pretty hot, almost to 100 degrees. But with the breeze on the beach, you just couldn't feel it as much. And so people were just flocking to the coast to get away from the heat. And the nice thing about Ocean Shores is you'll always have that cool ocean breeze.
But the funny thing is, like, it doesn't get that hot here, but most people have air conditioning in Ocean Shores versus in Seattle, like, no, hardly anybody has it.
That's so true.
It's funny.
And all the new homes have a heat pump with AC. So yeah, that is really interesting.
So if you're allergic to the heat, then this is the perfect place for you.
Yeah, Shores is definitely a great destination if you don't like the really hot temperatures. And a lot of people, like we've talked about before, live in Ocean Shores in the summer because of the mild weather. And then go south for the winter. If you're thinking about moving to Washington State, send us an email. We know the best realtors in Washington, and we would love to help get you connected. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.